But what the market measures is at the point of the skills. It's not measure. If there's a skilled person who's coming from an impoverished background where there's a lot of single motherhood and crime, for example, and that person has high skills, that person is going to do fine. Okay, but the problem is that all of those things can contribute to a lack of skills. Right? This is part of my argument, and the only way to actually alleviate that problem is to change the cultural milieu that makes it very difficult for people to achieve a certain level of skills in particular communities. Single motherhood makes it very difficult, for example, for kids to grow up in an environment where they have a solid family home, where they're studying a lot at home, where education is of primary value as opposed to just getting through the day crime-free, for example, and without being victimized by neighbors. High crime areas, right? All of these things are things that we can alleviate, and I think that we should alleviate them. These are real problems to people fully developing their skills. The point that I'm making is that the system of economics is not punishing people for their upbringing, it's punishing them for lack of skills, which may in fact be an effect of their upbringing. Right? But that does not mean that primarily the skillsocracy is punishing people for their environment or for their race. It is punishing them for the fact that when it comes time for them to go to the job market, they don't have the same skills as the person next to them. So the question becomes not, how do we get rid of the skillsocracy? The question becomes, how do we get rid of the obstacles to people who could be more skilled becoming more skilled? And that means creating cultural institutions that matter. It means creating communities. It means trying to ensure that people have a father and a mother in the home, trying to make sure that people can live in safe neighborhoods where there are thriving communities, where there are jobs available. Right? That would effectuate a better opportunity set to enter the skillsocracy. But what I see is people attacking the distribution of reward at the skills level as opposed to attacking the underlying problem, which